Boom! Greetings from YouTubeville. Once again, Danny Savage, Draft Guru. Just dropping a quick video, but I wrote a few points down, so I got my little book here. First of all, I wanted to say, and I said this from day one, this is a draft channel. This is a college football channel. I cover all 32 NFL teams. I cover every single college out there. I do mock drafts for all 32 NFL teams. I grade all 32 NFL teams' drafts. So from day one, I said this is different. It is a draft channel. Number one, it's what I'm good at. Number two, don't hate me. I just happen to be a Dallas Cowboy fan. I was born into it. I bleed blue and silver. But as someone once said remember when is the lowest form of conversation. And when we have to talk Dallas Cowboys and championships, it's 30 years and it's remember when is the lowest form of conversation. When you see those championship years on film, on video, it looks like Red Range was like running on the field. It's sad, but there's a reason for this. First of all, listen, I'll be the first one to say it. Dallas is, they say, America's team. Dallas is the world's team. But a lot of people are walking away because they are sick of the Joneses. Now, every single Dallas fan out there has a YouTube channel. There's a big difference in watching football, knowing football, talking about football. I would say 90% of them only watch Dallas and watch no other NFL games, God forbid, college. I'm going to be honest, bro. I've been honest since day one. I legit cannot have a conversation with about 90% of Dallas Cowboy fans because they are delusional. It is what it is, bro. Hate me now or love me forever, bro. For what you see is what you get. 30 years of nothing. The Joneses are trolling us, trolling the fan base. Get that straight, bro. 30 years of nothing. Jerry's brilliant. Jerry is brilliant. Everything he touches turns to gold. Yet he cannot draft a team, build a team to win a championship. But then again, why should he? When there's 90,000 people at preseason games. Look around the NFL during preseason. You're lucky to see 5,000 to 10,000 people in the stands. Dallas got 90,000 people at preseason games. Why should Jerry Jones change? Last 30 years, he's pulled off 4 big trades for wide receivers just to put points up on the board. And all 3 out of the 4 failures. And the 4th one ain't looking great. I'm going to leave it at that. Just wants to score touchdowns. But don't you think a normal person would maybe take a step back and say, you know what I'm doing is not working. Maybe we should change it up a bit. But why should he when we haven't won nothing in 30 years, yet we're the most valuable franchise in the NFL? Let that sink in. Going back to our fan base, bro. Fan base can't make a decision. They flip flop left and right. We could draft Joey Lipschitz from in round 7 from North Dakota U, and there'd be 1,000 videos within an hour on YouTube saying how this clown is going to take us to the promised land, take us to the Super Bowl. No, my friends, that's not how it works. Half of it, 90% of their channels, it's all clickbait. Clickbait. They put up Jesus was spotted walking in Dallas parking lot. Eshawn, boom. Thank you for jumping in the chat. Man, they could draft me and our fan base would say we're making the Super Bowl. Honestly, Eshawn, listen, bro, I think you would do a better draft than Dallas and half of the other people on here, to be honest with you. You would. You at least know what you're talking about. You know what I'm trying to say? 99%, 90% of us don't. But like I said, man, okay, perfect example. This off season, we signed, I don't know, about 5 guys that had a pulse. Camp bodies. 2 running backs, a couple of busts defensive linemen who came along with the coaches like luggage. And our fan base or our content creators say, look what we did this year. We're going 12-5 because we signed 5 people that if you combined all 5 people together and all the games they played, doesn't even come out to one good game. But that just shows you they don't watch football. It's not about stats. It's about football. We signed camp bodies again this offseason. This fan base loves players, not the team. There's been guys that have come on and legit look in your face, and they've tried to put Dak Prescott and Troy Aikman in the same sentence. Bro, you fell on your head, man, if you can think that. They are the reason lie detectors don't work in court. They're the reason lie detectors are not admissible in court, because pathological liars believe their own lies. But yet, and like I said, I only got into YouTube a couple of years ago. I started watching, and like I said, I do it. I have a draft channel. If I was on the sideline, if I was on the side of the road on fire, the Joneses wouldn't stop and piss on me and put me out. They'd keep driving. Why would I make a Dallas channel? I'm a me person. I'm making a draft channel for all 32 NFL teams. And that's what I did. I just happen to be a Cowboy fan. But I get frustrated. I do, because our fan base, I'd like to see the IQ of a lot of our fan base, man. Take a test. Like I said, we love players, not the team. Where other organizations, they move on with people. They move on from coaches who won Super Bowls And our idiot owner did that 30 years ago. But they move on from coaches. They move on from coaches who won Super Bowls, players who won Super Bowls, left and right, go out, rebuild, come more. We can't even sniff a playoff game. And yet our fans are so in love with these players that get you nothing, because there's one goal, and that is you win the Super Bowl or your season was a failure. But yet the Dallas fan base would rather see Dakota Prescott win an MVP over a Dallas Super Bowl win. But not now we're hearing the windows back open. 29th versus the run we are. Dallas is 29th in stopping the run. What does Jerry do? What does he do? Just to shut up the fans, just like he paid Dak $500 million since he's been here. Jerry goes out and overpays, sends a 3 and a 5 for a wide receiver for 17 games, because he's a free agent then. So let me get that straight. We are 29th in stopping the run, but we trade for a wide receiver. And like I said, I can't have a conversation with you if you think that's normal. You just don't know nothing about football. So many used car salesmen on this YouTubeville, man. Snake oil salesmen, I call them. They should be like the guys at the rodeo talking fast. Like that's what you don't know shit. You don't know shit, my friends. 805 Vaughn, boom. Thank you for jumping in the chat. Sorry, man. I just had to get this off my chest, man. It's just, like I said, 30 years, and we only trade for wide receivers. Big trades, like first round picks, second round picks, third round picks. Never a defensive tackle, never a linebacker, never a safety. Why, might you ask? Those positions don't sell jerseys like running backs do, wide receivers. How many years we have to see Zeke Elliott on this team running like he has shit in his pants? And then they bring him back just to sell his number 15 a different number. Dakota Prescott, yo, he got me his rookie year. I thought he was the man. I did. I went out and bought his jersey for my sons. I did. He got me. But then after about 2-3 years, I'm like, nah, you ain't it, my friend. You're not. And then, like, yo, if you have to go under anesthesia to get a tattoo, hand in your man card, my friend. And yo, my legs are blasted. I never had to get put out for anesthesia. You're even stupider to go under for a tattoo. You're even dumber to get anesthesia. Anything can happen when you get anesthesia. You can go for something on your pinky and you'll die. He goes under for a tattoo. Right there, man card gets ripped up. Stands on the sidelines, say, boy, we fucking sucks. That's exactly what his words were to Trey Lance. But what do the Joneses do? They're smart. They pay him $500 million since Dak Prescott has gotten here, which is, that's like us ordering, that's like a normal person ordering Chinese food on a Saturday night. $500 million to them over 10 years, that's nothing, because that's what the fan base wants. Just like the fan base that says Micah Parsons is better than Myles Garrett. Just like the fan base that says, oh, Micah Parsons is better than J.J. Watt, T.J. Watt. Bro, it's comical. You got to laugh. When it comes to Dallas Cowboys football, I can have a more logical conversation with my dog than 90% of the fans. That's why, once again, I reiterate, this is a draft channel. From day one, I cover all 32 teams, every college out there. Will Jerry ever change? No. Why should he? No matter what product he puts out there, the stadium is going to be packed. We did shit last year. We have 6 primetime games this year because in other markets, it's so big for them to see Dallas get their asses kicked. Dallas, listen, the fans love it when Dallas wins, but when Dallas loses, the other 31 teams in the NFL, they all go crazy. The fan base, they all do it. And as I've got deeper into this, I know why, bro. A lot of the fans, they're just clueless, total clueless, man. Remember when? I'm tired of having to say, remember when it comes to speaking about. You got dudes that compare Micah Parsons to Charles Haley. Turn in your card, bro. Like I said, Jerry's never going to change, man. Never going to change. You have dudes out there that say Dak. Like I said, Dak, they put Dak and Troy Aikman in the same sentence. You do not watch football, man. You don't, man. It's sad. It's sad and frustrating. Everyone says, oh, but you got all Dallas merch behind you. I didn't get it from the Joneses. I didn't get it from them. That's all from China. I wouldn't pay the Joneses. If Dallas is on TV, I'll watch them. I wouldn't pay a fucking cent, excuse my language, to watch them. Because it's 30 years of the same bullshit. And then we have our fan base, because we traded 2 picks already for last year. We have these, what's the word you can say? I don't know. Is retard a bad word? Retard, mental midgets. The exact words are F these picks. That's some way to go. Go F these picks. I want to win now. You guys have no clue how close we are to being the worst team in our own division. Sad, bro. This is a me channel, a draft channel from day one. From day one, I said it. Like I said, I just told people, don't hate me because I'm a Cowboy fan. It just happens to be who I root for, I bleed for, but they don't root for me. They don't bleed for me. They don't care. You guys think these dudes? It's ironic when we're on the road and all the players are sequestered to their rooms and they have a bed check. They win road games, but when they're at home and they're out to 7:00 in the morning, they lose every single home game. And you need to be a professor to figure that out. Well, listen, whatever they're doing, they're not doing what Michael Irvin and everyone else was because I wish they was. I don't care what you do as long as you win Super Bowls. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Like my father passed last year, and the most biggest Cowboy fan ever was. Has a tattoo on him, everything. And I was hoping, man, praying there would be one more. We could get one more ring before my dad went. And my dad, swear to God, for the last 20 years, he said it's not even enjoyable to watch the Dallas Cowboys. That's how bad it is. You ever notice it doesn't matter what coach comes in? Dallas leads the league in penalties. Bro, it starts on top. Everything starts on top. It starts with the Joneses. Why not have camp when it's 130 degrees? No, let's go to 60 degrees in Oxnard. Bro, so like my dad passed, didn't get another ring, and I know we're not even close. Bro, a ring? We ain't even close, man. I don't even know if we'll get a ring before I go, man. I ain't no spring chicken. But it is what it is. And I'm a meat channel. That's why this is a draft channel. And listen, I take my hat off. I don't know. It's that or a sickness for that. But the guys that come on, because listen, bro, there's dudes that are glued to these chairs and talk Dallas Cowboy football every single day. I'd rather hear the screeching sound of when you scratch the chalkboard than talk about Dallas every single day. It's just I'm so tired of every we could pick up any free agent. Oh, I got to do a video. Oh, he's going to be a Pro Bowler. We're sending him here, bro. All we do is take teams' retreads who suck, but yet in Will McClay we trust people. Will McClay all had those guys at high draft grades on them, but they went to another team, got drafted. They sucked, so now we take them, bro. They probably might realize it. No coach with any common sense wants to come to Dallas to deal with what? To deal with Jerry? To deal with his son? The grandkids are running around the draft. The head coach is like this draft weekend, and the grandkids are running around the draft room with iPads. The grandkids had more say on who they were drafting. Sad, bro. The dude Schottenheimer sat there like this. Like I said, this is a draft channel 24/7, 365 days out of the year. I think I've done videos on 56 prospects. We'll be at 300 by, I would say, mid August. And then we just keep going on our way up to 1,000. Listen, bro, because we all know when you're rocking with the GWO, it's for life. Listen, man, you can hate me now or love me forever. But one thing I won't do, I'm not going to come up here and lie. I'm going to tell you the truth, man. But yet, I don't know, man. I guess just when it comes to football, common sense is common. Over and out, man. Thank you, everybody, for jumping in the chat.